You know, I think that this is a game they're going to lose. They don't play well on the West Coast. The last team they did beat on the West Coast was the Chargers, but they were a lot better then. They had some offensive talent. The one thing I like about this Duck guy, the guy that they call Duck Dynasty, is that he throws the ball around. And Randy Fichtner said there isn't a pass that he doesn't like. But the problem with that, Paul, is he might throw 5 interceptions too.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing about him that you got to like is that he is kind of fearless, you know, and he'll go about his business and he'll go looking out there and look for his receivers and not be afraid to throw the ball. The thing about it is in the first half of these games, when you're making your first start, you don't want to lose the game in the first half because you make some mistakes. So there's going to have to be a balance. It can't be quite as conservative as they have been in the first half of some of these games with Mason Rudolph. But they've got to make sure that they put him in positions to succeed and make good plays. And he's also got to understand he's not going to win a game by himself. Don't try and be a hero. Just take what's there and move the ball down the field.
So you think this could replicate Mason Rudolph's first start? This guy might be a little more conservative, don't want to make mistakes, and he's going to be throwing the 6-inch checkdowns and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what they'll ask him to do. I think they're going to put him in position where he's not going to have to make many tough throws early in the game. You know, they don't want – the worst thing you can have happen is the first series he comes out, he throws a pick 6. Yeah. Now you're down 7-0 and you're chasing the rest of the game. Or, you know, he tries to make a play and fumbles the ball or, you know what I mean, something like that. You just don't want those things to happen. That's how you lose a game early in the game.
So think about this. No Mark Barron on defense. Steven Nelson potentially might not play. Artie Burns said today that he's going to get to start. So you have that on defense. Then on offense, no Jalen Samuels, no James Washington. To me, that means no playmakers really on offense. Jalen Samuels, to me, was maybe their biggest offensive playmaker because of the last 2 games. I haven't seen much from James Conner. Juju Smith-Schuster, he's done some things here, hit and miss, but he hasn't been the playmaker that he was last year, and that's because he doesn't have anyone around him. So maybe Dante Moncrief will come out and actually catch a ball.
Do you think that maybe he's also cast in the wrong role?
Yeah, he might be better off on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, where he was last year.
Yeah, as the number 2 guy, Deontay Johnson.
You've made yourself weaker in 2 different places. So to me, you know what? Why not put him back to where he was supposed to be and see if, you know, you can't figure out if Deontay Johnson fits over there.
All right, so this is a conversation I'd like to get into. This is all obviously hypothetical here. What about if Duck Dynasty comes in and actually impresses, does something like Kyle Allen is doing over in Carolina? He puts up 4 touchdowns, 300 yards. Is he your starter not next week, but after the bye week when Rudolph is healthy? I mean, if he has a game that is much better than anything Rudolph has done so far, and the offense looks good, now is there a quarterback controversy?
No, there isn't. You go with the guy who's hot. I mean, there's the thing. It's pretty clear Mason Rudolph is their guy of the future. But you have to win football games this year. They're do or die right now. So if he does really well, you just beat basically a playoff team or a playoff caliber team on the road, you know?
Yeah.
To me, you come back and you got to go with him. Then if he cools off, then you go back to Rudolph. But you can't worry about feelings and all that other stuff. You've got to go with who is going to give me the best chance to win this game today.
I'd like to see him win, but I'm not giving much of a chance.
Well, we'll see. I mean, they've got to play well. And, again, that's not always been the case. You know, they've got to play well and try and play mistake-free.
Yeah, the defense could win them this game. I think that if they win this game, it'll be a defensive win. For the Steelers. You know, both teams have injuries, but going on the West Coast, the Steelers have never been good under Mike Tomlin. They haven't won since 2015 in the Pacific time zone. So I think they only have 3 wins, 3-14 or something in that neighborhood when they're playing in either Pacific or you know, the Mountain time zone. So it's going to be interesting. But I'll be on the trip to LA, and we will have your Steelers kickoff at 11:30 on KDKA. On Sunday. Getting you ready for the game. Any last-minute details that we have, any last-minute news, we'll have that at 11:30 on Sunday. But we're going to take a break right now, taking your phone calls, 412-575-2600 on the Bordas and Bordas hotline. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
The The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, celebrating 25 years as Pittsburgh's #1 home exterior expert in roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, where honesty and integrity still matter.